Mo Salah, quiet game for him. He could have beaten the record. I mean, I don't know if it's really a record, but he had 15 games in a row in the Premier League with at least a goal and an assist. I think Vardy had 15. Had he scored or assisted on Sunday, Salah would have been the only one with 16 in a row, which is an incredible achievement. I mean, 16 games in a row in the toughest league in the world, the best league in the world, to at least score or assist is incredible. Was it quiet because of the way Spurs sort of controlled him and Sessegnon did a good job, I thought, and with Ben Davies helping him out? Or is he a bit tired? Is he a bit...
I'm going to go with the first one. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and go with the first one. And I thought they dealt with him really well. Sessegnon, when he could get back there, he had a big decision. Do I go to Alexander-Arnold or do I stay back with Salah? And the pair of them got their decision-making right. Whenever Salah made that run, which he always makes from outside to in, Ben Davies went, here he comes, I'll pick him up. And he did it perfectly. And Sessegnon, when he had to go out and confront him, forced him infield and forced him back, I thought those pair did well. And that's a lot of work on the training field done by Antonio Conte. You know, I've seen him coach over so many years, and some of his defensive work is brilliant at times.
You saw the structure. The line of five was always almost perfect. And again, the way I was sat in the first half, I was literally almost all the time in front of them, and I could see it was just perfect line. The way they worked on the structure and the positioning and everything was perfect. I saw Hugo Lloris after the game for French TV, and it was a really good interview. And he was like Konate. We could have won that game, we could have lost it. I think in the end, they were both a bit sad not to have taken 3 points, but kind of happy not to have taken 0. But at the end, I think he could not resist. But he said, you know what, it's good to have a coach that finally has a direction, an idea, a methodology on what we do at training to get to the place where he wants us to get. And he didn't say this is a dig at Mourinho or Nuno, but I think we understood, both of us. And that must make a big difference when you've got that kind of sort of leadership and guy with such a direction at training.
Well, as a player, I always think what you need is, what is our philosophy? What are we trying to do? Where is the next pass going to be? What is our aim to get the ball from front to back? What is our aim when we're defending? Are we showing people down the line? Are we locking them in a certain area? Are we pressing the ball? If that comes from your coach day in, day out, there's no second guessing. You know what you're trying to do, and everybody works together. And then when things go wrong, you can look at each other and say, well, he's not quite doing the job, but we know what job he should be doing. When you're playing off the cuff a little bit, then everybody looks at it, well, I'm trying to do my job. Well, you're not doing you're all over the place. And everybody looks at each other. And then they look at the coach and say, well, he's not doing his job. So Antonio Conte, as long as he doesn't fall out with one or two players, and as long as he doesn't fall out with the chairman, he is an outstanding coach, one of the world's best.
Yeah, he is. Let's see now how they do. Boxing Day, they host Crystal Palace, for example, who won't have the same high line as Liverpool. They will have to be a bit more creative, maybe in the last 30 yards, to try to find a breakthrough. It's not just,
And then what we'll probably see, what he does, the change is, when they're playing against good teams and he's playing with the 3-5-2, you can't press the ball very well because they can keep switching it to the fullbacks.
Exactly.
So that's a problem. But against the lesser teams, which he would suggest Crystal Palace are a slightly lesser team, the wing-backs, with Emerson and Sessegnon, play higher up the field, almost like wingers. So they put pressure on, so Crystal Palace won't be able to get out. And that's what he does. So they're the difference between pressing or sitting back and defending and playing on the counter-attack.
Because now they need to put a good run together in that battle for fourth place with West Ham, with Arsenal, with United, whoever else can be there. So interesting to see. And it would be Conte against Vieira, by the way. The two former teammates at Juventus. I'm sure we'll mention that in one of the next shows.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.